some highway, a major highway.
Had concrete on it and everything.
Had concrete and everything. And I was sitting like this in the snow. And State Highway Patrolman came up and he said, can I help you? And I said, yes, you can. I've been meditating over whether this vodka's gone or still there. So...
Johnny Carson had met every kind of unpredictable guest on The Tonight Show. But Jonathan Winters was the kind of man who could make the entire studio wonder, is he all right? He once told a story about sitting in the snow beside a highway, and when a police officer asked if he needed help, Winters calmly said he was meditating to see if the vodka bottle was empty. One line. That was all it took. Carson knew right then that no one was going to control Jonathan Winters that night. If you remember when late-night television still felt real, risky, and funny without needing a script, please like the video and subscribe to the channel before we begin. 1. Jonathan Winters never belonged to the normal world.
Hello, John.
Oh, gosh.
Pretty thrilling, huh?
Well, it is. I wore my new sweater. New for me. It was in a fire sale, and I grabbed it up. I'm not proud. A lot of my things are used. The shoes I bought those in the same sale. Not ashamed of that.
No.
It was a fire sale.
Jonathan opens in exactly his own strange way, gently making fun of himself and turning an old sweater into a deadpan little joke with a very unusual charm.
I was staying at a little cheap hotel back there, a real cheap hotel.
Yeah, that's right.
And I got this call one day, and it was from you, although I didn't know it at the time. And I was just finishing up the show. I said, Johnny Carson? I said, yes. He says, Mr. Weldon? I'm with J. Walter Thompson, advertising agency in here in New York. My ears, just the whole scalp went up. And he says, we are doing some commercials for the Buick Company. I remember it so well. And he says, we'd like you to be our spokesman. And, of course, there's $2,000 in it and a new Buick. And right then, $1 would have been, didn't have any money. And I knew that you knew that I had to go back to California. I had to come back and do a show I was doing, and I wouldn't be there. So I started to do...
A fake phone call, $2,000, and a Buick suddenly gone. Jonathan tells the disappointment like a small old wound wrapped inside a laugh.
And I could see the Buick just flying away, and I'd already spent the $2,000 on the house, driving the car. You did little cutie things, didn't you?
Well, I still call guys up, and I still answer the phone as different people. I love to do that. One of my favorite stories, I love to, maybe, be an old person, and someone will say, hello, is Jonathan Winters there? And I'll say, no, the boy's in the basement. He's combing the kitty. Say, well, who's this?
With nothing more than a change of voice over the phone, Jonathan builds an entire odd little world. The comedy comes from how completely natural the nonsense feels.
And I said, is this Arthur Lytle Jr.? He said, yes. I said, well, this is Elwood P. Suggins, and I live out on the Lakewood Beach area. And my brother passed away here Sunday week, and I was wondering if you could do a job on it. And there was a long pause. And he said, how long did you say he'd been dead? I said, well, he passed away here Sunday week. And he said, good Lord, man, where have you got him? And I said, well, most of our people are from Boise, and I didn't want them to have him come that far just to look at grass, So what we did, we put him out there on the porch and set him up against the lattice. And cold spell set in, just kept him harder than a cart.
This is Winters at his darkest, but still strangely graceful. He tells a creepy funeral home story in such a calm voice that Carson and the audience cannot help laughing.
However, the other day, sun come out, and he commenced to get fleshy. And his face dropped a little bit, and but I tell you, Mr. Lytle, even in death, there's humor. My eldest boy, Lamar Jean, twisted the deceased hand around and put a softball in it. Well, Lytle lit into me. He said, "Good heavens, I've never heard anything like this." So then of course, I broke in. I said, "Well, it's Johnny Winters," and he said a few things. Those are some of the little things that I...
What is the wildest thing you've ever done?
The twist about the dead man holding a ball pushes the whole story into madness. The more serious Jonathan sounds, the funnier the moment becomes.
Well, I remember one story very well. I was sitting, this was back east, I was back in New York. You were talking about an advertising agency, made me think about this. And telephone rang, and I went to the telephone, and I decided I would become a character, as I just mentioned. And a man said, hello, is Jonathan Winters there? And I said, that little funky man's on a little tractor, and he's out in the backyard cutting some grass. And so he said, who's this? And I said, this is Sam. Who are you? And he said, well, this is Mr. Cavendish, and I'm with Ben and Bowles or something, and I'd like to talk to Mr. Winters. He said, you mean Johnny? Let me see if I can find Roundo.
A normal sales call becomes a one-man show with several characters. Jonathan is not just telling a joke. He is creating chaos right there in the chair.
Oh, well. You didn't like the service, if I remember. We sat around talking about that several nights.
No, I got along fairly well in the service.
No.
I was always disturbed because I didn't know where I was. and unless you're an officer, you see, you're not clued in. And you're not given the top papers, which I felt I should have had at least one or two papers. And I kept asking questions, which is always trouble. Running up to a captain, or a colonel like yourself and saying, where are we, sir? None of your business. Move out. And I was always moving out. I was frightened a great deal of the time. I was frightened of the guys. I didn't understand a lot of them. They didn't understand me. I was kidding all the time, I'd be in grandma 1 minute. And, hi, honey,
That would,
a lot of guys didn't understand.
That would shake up a barracks late at night,
yes. I'll never forget, to a full bird.
Jonathan talks about the Marines with a very innocent kind of fear. The funny part is that he never tries to sound heroic. He simply admits he was scared of almost everything.
But, no, I was an unusual child, you can imagine.
Yes.
I was frightening old people a lot, scaring them on the porch or something like that. And in class, I was a slow student. I was dumb.
That's what they used to call him. He's slow.
Teachers, yeah. The teachers would say the boy's slow. But I was, you can imagine, a little girl next to me, somebody like yourself, I go, and the girl would laugh and then point at me and say, Johnny Winters doing things, Johnny Winters doing things. And I'd run out and jump through the window or something. But no, I was not a very good student. I had very poor concentration. And I was scared to death of the blackboard. There's something about to me.
This moment shows where Winters' comedy came from. A strange, lonely child who feared the classroom, but somehow learned to turn his oddness into a gift.
I don't want to go into a long story. She was tough and could have made a sergeant.
2. Jonathan Winters turns every hat into a character.
Didn't you?
No, I didn't, sir.
Buck Edelhofer. I hope you don't mind either one of you if I chew.
No, sir. Not a bit.
Well, I always have. Ever since I was 6 years old, I always had a bunch of stuff in the right side of my face.
Yeah, just like ball players, huh? Just like ball players do that, huh?
I suppose. What has always been fun for me is to get a little cur dog and do that to them. You get their attention right away. They just like this. They can't see for about an hour.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Needlehofer, is it?
Needlehofer.
Needlehofer.
Yeah, Buck.
Where are you from, Buck?
Originally?
Yeah, well, sure.
I'm originally from Shawnee Run, Wyoming.
Oh, see.
Worked my way into Chicago.
Jonathan doesn't need a normal introduction. The moment he sits down, he becomes a strange old man, chewing on one side of his mouth and speaking as if he has wandered in from a town that never existed.
And very serious, very serious. Never laugh at a salmon person.
That's right.
Drive a treble hook into your face, boy, I'll tell you. I know you're tight with this man, but you laugh at a man that's had his hands in cannery most of his life. That's another reason to chew. At any rate,
You've had you've wore many hats, as they say.
I wore many hats. I think in society a man has to wear many hats.
That's true.
I bet there's a senator tonight somewhere who's wearing a lot of them.
Yeah.
At any rate, no.
You're in the ranching business now?
I was in the ranching business now, and I have been for the last 22 years.
With just one line about working with salmon, Winters pulls the audience into a very strange world. The joke works because he treats something completely ridiculous with total seriousness.
Believe it or not, due to woodpeckers.
That's humorous, but sad.
Well, it's sad, but it's good, and it was a conversation piece that got her into the local paper, and that's all she ever wanted out of life, and her legs looked wooden, apparently to the birds.
Oh, I see.
And they ate her legs away.
Oh, my God.
And so I propped her up there in bed at the place, you know, a good set of pillows and a good zenith, and you're in business, so...
This is the kind of wild imagination only Winters could deliver with a straight face. The story is absurd, but he tells it like some sad little event that really happened down the road.
Water took the guys in the bunkhouse that'd been at her whiskey, and it took them. There was 17 of them, and they found them in unusual positions. Guy up there on a tree like this, another man laid back, obviously saying, "What the?" You know.
Those flash floods come in immediately, and you have to just make a run for it.
Well, the dam broke.
Oh, my God.
Which we never knew was in back of that ranch. And, you know, you'd think you'd go up there to fish, but we never did go back up in there, and somebody got to playing in the dam and broke it.
Well, Buck, it's nice to have you with
Well, it's real good to be here, too.
A disaster story is told in a dry, matter-of-fact voice, then turns into a chain of bizarre images. Jonathan makes Carson laugh because he never blinks in the middle of the madness.
I put that aside and decided I'd never kill anything again, you know. And so a guy came into my house here a few years ago, and my wife had given me a wonderful zebra rug, which she got on sale.
Right.
And I don't think she would, you know, in deference to her, she's a wonderful woman, and wife, of course, mother of my two children, so I have to go along with that. And I think the sad thing with the tail was missing, and when you have a tail missing on anything, it's not good. Because you're going, "Oh, what's happened to the tail?" And you always have to explain this. She got it on sale, man. The tail's gone, you know. You know, it's like a bear rug without the head. Come on, man.
That's a bargain.
It's a bargain, you know. Where's the head of the bear? Went through the wall, you know. So a guy came in and he said...
From one old zebra rug, Jonathan creates an entire household embarrassment. The missing tail is such a small detail, but it is enough to send the whole story sideways into comedy.
He looked down, he said, "Did you kill this zebra?" And I said, "Yes, I did." "Yep." "Oh, God, did you kill it in Africa?" And I said, "Oh, there's no reason to go to Africa." "No, a companion of myself. Got in a used Chevy, a little pickup, and threw in a heavy duty, you know, one of those Clint Eastwood numbers, and slipped out under the seat and went on down to San Diego. And went in the zoo around 2 o'clock in the morning. A couple of six-packs for the guys, you know. Hey, cerveza, you know, and the other guy, give it to me. So laid a fast 50 on him, went in. He gave one look at us, the zebra, you know. And it annoys him, and his tail automatically fell off.
Winters invents a zebra hunt so ridiculous that no one knows whether to believe him or laugh first. The best part is that he tells it as if the plan makes perfect sense.
You can call me Dick.
All right, Dick. You fought for your country in World War II. Now you're a retired Major General.
Pretty much so. I'd like to wear my hat until I'm drummed out.
Right. Tell me, General, the diversion of funds to the Contras. There seems to be a trail from Switzerland to Iran, back to the Contras. Did you have any personal knowledge of the diversion of funds? And did you profit from any of those monies at all?
That's a long question.
I want you to take your time, General.
Well, I'll certainly do that. I would say that's a 2 or 3 parter.
Well, let's take the first part. Did you know about the diversion of funds?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Now, let's go ahead with it.
The moment he puts on the hat, Jonathan becomes an old general dodging questions. The comedy comes from the way he turns serious politics into a ridiculous display of double talk.
Take them all over Middle America and have them throw softball and also have hardball. And my stepdaughters, I have 4 of them. Oh, yeah, I didn't do too good on the 4th marriage. And I have 4 stepdaughters I'm trying to put through, they're put through animal husbandry school. And,
Animal husbandry?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unique.
Yeah,
Unique.
well, they are. And one dresses as a bear, plays second base. And you can tell that she's got a lot of work ahead of her. But, no, I throw a curve.
Right.
This, if you're watching now, please, this is a curve.
That's curveball.
Yeah, you have to do this with people. This is a knuckler.
Knuckler.
This is actually arthritis.
As an aging ball player, Winters needs only a few hand movements to sell the whole bit. Curveball, knuckleball, arthritis. Everything slides from sports into old age with perfect comic timing.
Now we're going to talk just briefly to an average citizen of the United States, and your name, sir, is?
Wayne Second Face.
Wayne Sickenfoos.
Wayne Second Face.
Where do you call home, Wayne?
3. Jonathan Winters turns a strange childhood into a storm with a line that immediately sends the show off the rails. In just a few seconds, Carson knows there is no way to predict where this man is going.
People with a
Painting looks like a joke, but Jonathan explains it with the strangest seriousness. The comedy lives somewhere between childhood innocence.
Get into it.
This is classic Winters. A simple school drawing becomes evidence of a much bigger problem. The more wrong the story gets, the more charming it becomes. Jonathan turns his Marine Corps memories into a wonderfully cocky joke. He does not tell the story like a hero. He tells it like a soldier who never quite fit in. And that is what makes it so funny.
Back to Cincinnati, but
This is a dark little line, but very Winters. He talks about age, home, and relatives who are gone in such a light voice that the laughter carries a little sadness underneath. 4. Jonathan Winters turns politics into a mad circus.
Now, you know, almost a standing ovation there. They were in a,
Well, they were
like this.
It was kind of a.
I guess
It's kind of a squatting
that's
ovation.
about as close as I'll ever get. I'm very pleased with that.
If they just make a move, that's enough. Now, when I said strange, you knew what I. No, I'm off the sauce. I'm off the
I
sauce
am.
too. Yes, you know that. I have joined you.
I just have a little shaving lotion on. Just a little something. It's just to touch your tongue, you know.
just for old days,
Oh,
huh?
yeah, sure.
Take a little sample of it. Now,
Jonathan sits down and immediately calls himself strange in the most charming way. He does not have to overplay it. One line about shaving lotion is enough to make Carson laugh.
I don't mean that.
No, I understand. I think that there are a lot of strange people, you know. I was a strange child.
Were you really?
Yeah. I used to get up on the top of the barn with the pigeons. And, you know, just... And to see a man, you know, in full overalls go, "Hey, what's he doing up there?" Then when I tried to jump down, why, you know, they'd stick you with a fork. So,
That kind of
made me even
set your life.
stranger.
Yes. You never really lived on a farm, did you?
Winters talks about childhood like it was a tall tale. The more he describes himself as a strange child, the more you see that the strangeness became the comedy goldmine of his whole life.
But I shucked corn and cut wheat, made a great salary. I think 3 months, $25 was tops to get my bicycle. And I always tell my boy that, and he does this. Yeah.
Kids don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that, and they're going to hear that until I go to the great place in the sky.
The great silo up there
The
somewhere.
great silo. But I still enjoy going back to the farm. I did want to tell you a little kind of a semi-funny story. Never want to say funny because they're, let's hear it.
An old memory of working on a farm is told almost casually. Jonathan does not complain about being poor. He turns that rough, humble past into laughter that feels very human.
For months now, I guess they've been fishing. They've had some tornadoes which took the majority of the fish away. And that will take every bit of line, you know. Hey, boy, I hooked onto that one, you know. Hey, there. And then when you see the rod end reel, and eventually the guy goes, you know, why,
It's bad fishing
is off for that, of course, for those couple of days. But at any rate, I went to see Wally, and he had the big cement tank there with the dead minnows in it. And those are minnows, I should say. And, of course, there's some night crawlers and some garden worms, and that's pretty much it, plus some cheap fishing equipment. And so I walked over to Wally, and I said, Wally, how you doing? And he said, hey, real good to see you, John.
A simple fishing story becomes a bizarre disaster. The fish, the rod, and the fisherman all seem to get swept into Winter's runaway imagination.
And then he said, well, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm in television, Wally. He said, you know, Ruth Ann's got a Zenith. I wonder if you'd take a look at it. I said then, I don't know why I said this, but I said, no, I'm an actor, a comedian. And there was a long, long take. That's right. I remember you did that stuff in high school. Yeah, are you still doing that stuff? I said, I'm still doing that stuff. And he went back to the dead minnows.
Wally's not up on current events too much.
No, he...
This is a wonderful little moment. Jonathan says he works in television, and an old friend thinks he fixes TV sets. It is a small misunderstanding, but it captures Winter's deadpan humor perfectly.
That's standard, you know. It's like a man who's a colonel or a general, you know. He's always a general.
Does Mrs. Settlinger refer to you as the president, or does she call you Millard?
She's in the basement a lot. And she's scotch taped down there to an old wicker chair.
I see.
I just, you know, after I got out of office, she was good to me in office and with me and helped me campaign, you know, and everything. She would always say the right hand, you know, and all that noise.
The woman behind the man.
Well, now she just sits in a chair and does this with potatoes or apples, you know.
Do you still keep active?
I phased her out.
Phased her out.
The moment he becomes a former president, Jonathan drags the character into absurdity. Political seriousness collapses under one completely ridiculous image.
Pick 'em up, you know, and read 'em, and then end up with some milk, you know, cookies, rather than pay for the magazines.
Mr. President, now this question, I hope, Mr. President, you realize that I'm asking this question with all due respect of your office, but it's well known to the voters of this country that you were a poor farm boy.
Oh,
when you
gosh, we didn't have anything.
You became president. You come from a poverty-stricken family, and
right.
Yet today you live in a $6 million home. And
well,
do you care to comment at all on that? How on a president's salary?
I really don't care to comment on that. I'm toward the end of my string, and I don't want it snapped.
Carson asks a direct question, and Winters dodges it beautifully. The more the character tries to stay dignified, the funnier the false seriousness becomes.
And I said, Give me some money. And I don't want to go back to where I was in a little terrible house that we had was, like this. And,
Why, thank you, Fred. It's been nice talking with you.
well, nice to talk to you.
How would you like to be remembered, Mr.
How
Settlinger?
would I
Your
like-
greatest accomplishment as president that the people will remember you for?
Well, let me say this. And there's, I know you're getting signs all the time in life. Give me the bottom line. Let's get to it.
Right.
For a man 86, I think it's a miracle my delivery is still darn good.
The expired punchline is Winters at his sharpest. It is just a small joke about death, but it is light, strange, and hard to forget.
Thank you, Mr. President.
5. Jonathan Winters talks drinking, old age, and wild paintings.
In the doctor's office, and we were both. You were seeing one doctor, and I was seeing another.
That's right, yes.
And I guess it was the weight thing, wasn't it?
That's it,
To
yeah.
get rid of the.
Get the overweight we don't need.
Yeah. So I've lost 20. I've really been working at it. I think the Colonel can be real proud of me because I lived there at the. At Colonel Sanders' place. They really put me on an awful lot of chicken. And I've begun to walk a little funny. And do a lot of...
But you needed the eggs anyway, I suppose.
Jonathan talks about losing weight in a gentle way, but one strange little phrase turns the whole diet into a joke. It is calm, odd, and very much his style.
But I hope to, by Christmas, be down to around 195, 190.
I'll join you there.
I'm not eating any meat.
No meat.
Drinking.
No beef.
The toughest thing to do is 8 glasses of water a day.
Oh, you're not
Wow,
doing that, are
That's
you?
tough.
Really keeps you on the go. And, you're moving all the time. You don't have too much time for any conversation. And people are a little amazed just to start out saying, discussing something and say, hey, see you in a minute. And I always just say, don't ask, I'll be back in a few minutes.
An ordinary dieting tip becomes a social disaster in Winter's hands. Drinking so much water that there is no time left to talk. Simple, visual, and perfectly charming.
You drink 2 of those funny jars, and
I remember...
well, when you're doing, 75, 80 miles an hour going down the wrong freeway, the traffic coming against you, that's a little frightening to them and you.
Who was it? I think it was a mutual friend of ours, and I won't mention the name, that had that problem once and decided on the way home that being a good citizen, saying, look, I'm not in a mood and I'm a little whacked, and he's going to pull over to the right-hand lane. I think you know the person, and park. And the next thing he remembers is the officer, a big fellow with a helmet,
Right.
tapping him.
Goldhead.
The Goldhead, yes.
Goldhead.
He had pulled over to the center lane, the marker, and parked the car and gone to sleep, thinking he was being a good citizen.
This story is dangerous and funny in the way old show business memories sometimes are. Carson and Winters turn a wild moment on the highway into the kind of laughter that belongs to another era.
Younger days?
Yes, I remember one time talking about the police, momentarily about the police. I was doing about 75, 80, and the police, of course, I saw the red light going, and slowed down immediately, and I was bombed to the gills, and the guy said, pull over, and I said, whereabouts? And right there. So he came over and he said, see your license, please? And I said, yeah, it's here somewhere. He said, you've been drinking.
The whereabouts line is short, clean, and very Winters. He does not need a long explanation. One word is enough to twist the whole situation.
We were completely clothed and just put our legs in the pool, shoes and everything on. And
To cool off.
that's when I knew it was time to stop.
It's time to pack it in
then
there.
it's time to pack it in.
Buy the farm and settle down.
Well,
Did you miss it at all?
No, I tell you very honestly, I would like a little wine at Thanksgiving. I always think that's nice. And a good, expensive cigar, sit there, and do that and sip on a little wine. But it's over.
Yeah.
It's over because I know if I'm going to have a little wine, then I'll have a little vodka and a little scotch. And
All of a sudden it'll be Wednesday.
yeah, of course. Or it'll be the year 2000.
This moment is funny, but there is darkness under it. Jonathan knows that even a little drink could send him very far off course, so the joke sounds light and honest at the same time.
And I had a fun. That's where I bought this little bracelet. So at any rate, I did something which I thought was a little different. The Indian thought it was very different. I had a wooden arrow with a little rubber tip on it, and I went. And he just looked at me and said, "Boy, you white people are something else." But anyway, we got talking about tattoos, and I remember I entered the Marine Corps when I was.
Winters tells a story involving Native Americans with a completely silly image. The humor comes from the other person's helpless reaction to Jonathan's childish little bit.
And so, at any rate, we went to this tattoo parlor. Tattoo people are strange, I mean, the guys that put the tattoos on her, they're covered with them, of course, walking advertisements. And a guy had an eagle. I remember he just had a pair of khaki pants on and some funny little sandals. This was the guy that had the needle and was doing the tattooing. And a huge eagle, one of the biggest eagles I've ever seen in my life. And had the head of a human being. And that's when I knew I didn't want a tattoo. So when I saw that, I passed.
Yeah.
But my friend got several.
I got close to that in the service
Did you?
once,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I chickened out the last minute.
I think everybody.
You think that's the manly thing to do?
Yeah,
Just by stepping into a tattoo shop, Jonathan creates a strange little scene. The eagle with a man's head is enough to convince him he no longer needs to prove his masculinity.
This Sunday.
And then it's open to the public on November the 19th, which is at the Ankrum Gallery, which is down on
La Cienega
Boulevard here in Los Angeles. And these are photographs of...
I took these little photographs myself.
Because a lot of these are in private collections.
Yeah.
And you're doing well. Are you mainly in oils?
I work in acrylics.
Acrylics?
Yeah.
Right.
That's, the title of that one is called Two Birds Watching Doris Day's Cat and Dog Drown. And you see the little kitty?
Yes,
the
a little kitty there.
The kitty's down below, and the doggy on top, you see.
Yeah.
It's a little far out. This is called the First Day of War.
This is Winters in another form. Even painting becomes comedy. The titles are long, dark, and strange, as if his imagination simply refuses to stand still.
Young couple out at Malibu on that.
And some of these are already in private collections.
6. Jonathan Winters turned Thanksgiving into a memory that hurts and makes you laugh.
So I'm carrying everything. I've been carrying it for a long time, and I tell you, it's just since we're on this.
Yes.
I'm so thankful, really, to be here at this particular time. Because of the book and because I'm alive and my shoes are corrective. I can feel my toes now. They didn't come through a chiropractor. What is not a chiropractor? You're a colonel. What is it? Or general?
Chiropodist or
A chiropodist?
Or podiatrist.
Podiatrist. I had too many guys working on my feet. That's why they had to be corrected. But at any rate, I stopped drinking a long time ago.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, I haven't stopped eating, but I stopped smoking. There's so little left.
Jonathan sits down and immediately turns old age into comedy. Orthopedic shoes, toes, a foot doctor, quitting drinking, quitting smoking. It sounds like a list of a body trying to survive. But in his mouth, it becomes warm, human self-mockery.
It's gone away. It flies away.
Does it bother you getting older?
No, it doesn't bother me. I'm 62 now, John.
What was it you said one night? You were on the final...
Final glide path.
Yeah.
It's the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
For those people who are doing a lot of this, get ready. can't take that can through. Doesn't happen. My stepfather once said to me, if you make 60, you are definitely in the fourth quarter. Definitely. Might be OT.
You come from a family of...
Take time. A small family. I was the only child. I'm glad. I got everything there was to get.
No rivalry?
Not a lot either. No rivalry. No, I fought an attorney, killed him on the spot. He said, "You get the kitchen knives." Good.
Carson asks about getting older, and Jonathan does not avoid it. He calls the 60s the fourth quarter, then turns it into a joke about being an only child and inheriting kitchen knives. The humor is light, but there is something deeper there. He knows he is aging, but he refuses to let age take away the laugh.
Get off of kitchen knives.
You got it.
This was a book, took me 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah. A little slow.
Well, you have a word processor?
No, I don't have a word
See,
processor.
that's modern now. If you were a kid now, you'd have a word processor.
This is all I got. Yeah. And that's all Lincoln wrote with, you know. I can't type, very honestly. I can't. It's unfortunate. And with the secretary situation, it's a little frightening, you know. The senators are being reported and things. So I thought it's better to stick with a little hand.
Did your wife suggest you should not use a secretary?
Yeah,
was that your
right away. She said that ballpoint pen, get on it. And so I went down the basement and between jobs wrote this little 216-page book.
This is Pure Winters, a book that took 5 years. No typewriter, no word processor, just a ballpoint pen and a basement. The more seriously he explains it, the more writing a book sounds like a survival mission.
Some of your observations.
Okay.
Okay.
Sit right up, pencils up or pencils down. This is called, How Much Money Did You Make Today, Little Man? How much money did you make today, little man? Only 15 cents. I sold an old green bottle I found buried out back of the barn. How much money did you make today, little man? Carried some groceries, 4 big bags of them, for an old woman to her car. She gave me a whole quarter. How much money did you make today, little man? I raked leaves all day long for Mr. Rogers. Took them into an old dirty sheet down to Buck Creek and burned them. Both my hands are sore and full of blisters. Mr. Rogers gave me $1, silver dollar. Said he'd had it for a long, long time. That's Mr. Rogers cracking nuts. Either that or the...
Jonathan reads the passage more slowly than usual. At first, it is only about a boy trying to earn a few cents. But behind it is a childhood shaped by poverty, and by doing whatever he could to get a little money in his hand.
And a picture of him in uniform when he was in World War I. How much money did you make today, little man? I shoveled snow all day Saturday and most of Sunday. Would have made a bunch of money, but the handle broke as it was. Almost made $2. How much money did you make today, little man? I didn't make a cent a day. Hard to believe, ain't it? I've been hustling ever since I was born. But today I found something better than money. Something I've been looking for a long, long time. Ever since my dad died. No, it ain't money. I found a friend. A real friend. Somebody that don't care whether I got money or not. Last thing she said to me today was, I don't care how much you made today. Little man, I love you and just want to be your wife. It's not to say she doesn't love me. I'm sure she does. And I love her. But we're only kids. And I'll bet you anything, when I grow up and do marry her, first thing she's going to say is...
This is the most touching part of the reading. The boy does not find money. He finds someone who loves him. But Winters still ends it with a very human turn. When you grow up, the first question may still be, how much did you make today?
You have described yourself as a 60-year-old kid, right?
Oh, 62, yes.
62. Do you still
62.
hang on to your childhood possessions?
Yeah, I've got my ball mitt, which is really, it's small. It's just, my hand is small, and it just barely covers my hand. It's an old mitt, Walker Cooper out of St. Louis.
You can't throw it away, right?
No, I can't throw it away.
I've got stuff like that.
I tried to throw it away, and it was thrown back at me.
Yeah.
No, I have marbles. I have a .22 rifle. I have a couple of boxes of soldiers, and I got to tell you one little story, John, especially this time of the year when people are, in the festive mood, and also people with, large pins ready to hit the turkey there in New York and watch it. No, at any rate, no, I was kidding about that.
When Carson calls him a 62-year-old kid, the moment suddenly has real depth. A baseball glove, marbles, a .22 rifle, toy soldiers. Jonathan is not just keeping objects. He is holding on to a part of childhood that never quite disappeared.
I stuck it in a real turkey. He went at me. No, when I came home, this is a moment of grief, but for a lot of people, but I came home from the war, and I was just, again, talking about Thanksgiving, like yourself, strafing people there in Philadelphia. But I came home, and I went down the Stone Road, and my mother was there, and I said, you had to cue her a lot, and she was in show business. She was in radio and an actress, but I'd say, Mother, it's me, and her eyes were not Vaseline at that time. And I said, Johnny, your son. I see you. So it was a very demonstrative family, and ran to a lot of the minorities would run and grab each other, but whew, boy, when you're full Caucasian, a lot of times it's back off, So,
This is Winters at his funniest and most tender. He tells the story of coming home after the war with a joking voice, but underneath it is a family that did not know how to show affection easily. The late hug makes the moment warmer than most jokes.
very sensitive at that time, too. I mean, if you said that had been said to me in the service, and of course, grenade. So I didn't have any grenades, or she'd have been history. So I said, Carol would say, how about your mom? We were a tough family. So
You gotta call it as you see.
You got it. Because she'd survive, I know her.
Yeah.
And
Tough old lady.
blow her into a tree, come right out with some squirrel, So she said, you're 20 years old. What are we talking about the toys for? And I said, she said, I gave them away to the mission. I said, that's all right. That's okay, the poor kids. But you should have written me. Those last hours in Philadelphia where I discharged. And I said, please, why, you should have let me know.
When he asks where his toys went, his mother's answer is both cold and painful. How was I supposed to know you'd survive? Sounds like a punchline, but it cuts deeper than that. Winters turns it into laughter, but the laughter has a very clear shadow.
They went around in circles, and then everybody, so about 7,000 people went, and they moved in. No Evan Roods in those days, gang. So I imagine they got to Plymouth Rock, what it was, around 1620?
About that.
Something like that, 1621.
Jamestown, I guess?
Jamestown, good. And guy pointed, that's Jamestown. Yes, it says on the map, Jamestown. Everybody, yeah. And, of course, the boat went right into Plymouth Rock, and they swam ashore. And then they got up on the rock, and everybody prayed, usually on the rock. And those that didn't pray were cuffed around a little bit. And by the minister, hey, don't you believe? You don't believe? So then, of course, the Indians showed. God bless the Indians,
Jonathan rebuilds the first Thanksgiving like a history lesson gone completely wrong. Boats sailing in circles, people praying on Plymouth Rock, and anyone who does not pray getting handled quickly. History becomes a wild little stage play in his hands.
How do you think the farmer Elwood P. Suggins would feel about Thanksgiving? Does he raise turkeys, Mr. Suggins?
Yes. I raised turkeys. In the beginning, we raised turkeys back in the late 30s. We had we had about 600 of them, and I thought it was early snow, but it was just white turkey. And we just went out there with full shot, about 12 shot, opened up and got a lot of them, and then I had heavy grief over that. And I had heavy grief that I'd kill them birds. So today, we just wait for a Cadillac to come through town, and if they cross the road, the Cadillac belongs to the Cadillac. And I picked one out just for Sunday, right out of the grill. Bird had just like this, had the design on it and everything. But
When he becomes Elwood, Jonathan opens up another world. Turkeys, a Cadillac, a bird caught in the grill. All of it is absurd, but he tells it like a perfectly ordinary farm story.
we've taken to eating some small animals. I don't want to go into that.
Mrs. Suggins is still living, is
Mrs.
she?
Suggins is full of life.
Yeah,
She's bedridden.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Which works in her favor.
I see.
I give her a box of chocolates.
Good-hearted woman, though.
And a new VSR, whatever thing. She's asked for something special. See movies on.
Watch some movies, yeah.
Yeah, and she watches that. Yeah. And I watch her, and then we watch the movies together. And I get her to the window so that she can look at the kids. Just drag her out of bed and over at the window. Go ahead.
This may be the darkest stretch, and also one of the most unmistakably Winters. He talks about Mrs. Suggins in bed, watching movies, looking at children through the window, and then pushes it into a deeply strange fantasy. Carson can only laugh because Jonathan has gone too far and somehow stayed calm.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, honey.
7. Jonathan Winters turns family life into a strange comedy.
Kind of Toyland music there. Dun, 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 dun. Dance of the Sugar Plum Boys or whatever it is. That's kind of cute. I don't
You're
know what
kind
that
of
was.
toy like yourself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all year round I like to go to the window, and the toy windows and look at the little funny things in the window, the little toys, whatever they are.
What have you been doing lately? I haven't seen you for a while.
I've been doing literally nothing. I've been watching prices soar.
Jonathan walks out and pulls the whole stage back toward childhood. He talks about toy store windows, like a boy who never fully grew up, and that is part of the special charm of Winters.
And I'm now going back into my old wardrobe, wearing things with the little funny narrow lapels, cutting back, and wearing shoes that are worn. These rascals are shot, but I'm cutting back. Boy, I'm making a lot of cuts. No, I haven't done anything.
Are you turning the thermostat down at all? Huh?
Oh, yeah, we turned that off.
Turn it completely off.
That off. I'll tell you, seriously, we had a friend of ours come out here from Ohio. She's back in Columbus, and
From doing nothing and rising prices, Jonathan turns everyday life into grounded self-mockery. Old clothes, worn shoes, outdated lapels. It sounds poor, but never pitiful, because he always knows how to tilt it toward comedy.
Convention, and oh God, no end to the clapping order. So at any rate, she came to visit us as she has in the past, and she said, "My gosh, it's cold in this house. It's just, can't you turn the heat up a little?" And I said, "No, there's no chance. My wife and I are quite comfortable, Dory." And she said, "Lord, I'm freezing." I said, "Well, put on all your clothes, put on more dresses."
Little Mackinac or something.
Sure, because I said, "We're not turning it up." And she looked at us. It was that funny look to say, "Can't you afford to turn it up just a little?" And I said, "We can, but we won't."
No.
And she left rather angrily.
Mm-hmm.
This is a strong bit because the situation is clear and funny right away. A guest complains that the house is cold, while Jonathan and his wife refuse to turn on the heat. The comedy is in the cheapness, delivered as if it were a sacred household rule.
Right. So before, I'm not too far from the furnace, and so I can check on that. Then, what did I have happen? I had a thing happen. I was painting the other night, and some glue spilt on the floor, and I forgot momentarily. I phase out,
Just a little.
constantly, just phase out. And here was glue just all over, and my cat came down, and I noticed Kitty was quite still. And so I said, "Come on, Kitty, 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 Kitty. Come on, Tiger." That's
Tiger.
his name, Tiger. "Come on, Tiger, come on, Tiger." And Tiger's just like this, And I looked down at his little paws, and he was in quite hard in the glue. And I said, "Well, it's tough, I'm strong, I can get out of it." I said, "You just make up your mind you're going to get out of that glue." But I had to give him some help.
Yeah, must have been.
So, left his paws, but... No, I'm kidding.
A small painting accident becomes a full scene of chaos. The cat is stuck to the basement floor, and Jonathan tells the story with incredible calm. It has everything that makes Winters Winters: a strange image, a little madness, and a perfectly straight face.
See, he's saying, "Oh, that's terrible. No, I got the kitty out fine," and cleaned his little paws thoroughly, gave him a thorough cleaning, and then proceeded to put on little booties on the kitty. Which
Is that the only pet you have
little
around the
project?
house?
Yeah. Well, we have a cat and a dog now. We lost a couple of pets, but our dog. Yes, we have a small dog who's just a cur, about a 35-cent dog. Very pleasant. It has about a 35-cent bark.
Did you pick him up at the pound or just
No, we didn't pick him up at the pound. We found him on a porch. And just like this, walked up, picked the dog up, waved at the people in the house, and let the dog. He didn't seem to care, so we drove off.
Jonathan talks about the dog as if it were a discount item sitting on somebody's porch. The little wave to the elderly couple while carrying the dog away makes the story strange and sweet at the same time.
But I really, at our age, you're 49 now, aren't you?
Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm.
So am I. At our
As you
age,
said once on the show before, we're in that
final glide path. Yes. Think of that lady who was out here 105. That'll be interesting to see you doing the show at that age, Johnny. You and I, huh?
Sitting here.
You 105, me.
Hi, are you still in the basement here? Oh, don't get down there anymore. Too far to go. Oh, everything now is in one room.
I don't know where I'd want to
I'm
be
gonna
on.
enjoy it now. I'm 49.
I don't know what state the world's going to be in another 50 years.
Carson and Jonathan talk about age with jokes, but there is a little nostalgia underneath. The phrase, final glide path, sounds light, yet it turns middle age into a slow landing. Funny, but familiar to older viewers. Jonathan Winters did not just make Carson laugh. He turned every story, every voice, and every strange character into a doorway, back to a time when late-night television felt alive, natural, and impossible to predict. If these moments brought you back to the golden age of The Tonight Show, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling us which Jonathan Winters moment made you laugh the hardest.